I was first introduced to Porcupine Tree by my best friend Jonas, singer from California. He played a record by them called The Sky Moves Sideways, which was 1995, 96, something like that. He got it from some doom metal band in America, so a guitar player from a band called Solitude at Turks. And he said, I got this CD, and we just listened to it. Back in those days we didn't have any jobs or anything, just hanging around and listening to music and listening to the album, and I was blown away in the same way that I was blown away when I listened to heavy metal for the first time. It was like something completely new that I never heard before. And, I instantly fell in love with this band and started looking what else there was released by this band. And they were completely unknown at the time. Nobody in Sweden had any of their records. I really had to dig deep to find any records. And but ever since that day, I basically started collecting them, and I became obsessed with them in a way. So I bought everything that I found, and there was a record store called Mellotronen in the old town of Stockholm. So I bought everything they had, and then when each new album was released, I bought them on the day of its release, and I was just blown away by everything he put out. And then obviously I got in touch with Steven Wilson. He wrote me an email in 1999, I think it was, and said that he was a fan of Opeth and that kind of stuff. And I was like, I thought it was a joke, and well, we got in touch, started talking. I flew over to England to meet him because I had this plan to get him involved in my band, Opeth, and have him produce something for us, or some kind of work together in any way, And we became friends, I guess, and we started working together. And to this day, they remain my favorite band, probably one of my top 5 favorite bands of all time. And he still hasn't written a song that I don't like. I like everything that they ever put out. I even like the first album, which is kind of a funny record, but everything they put out is fantastic. And this new record, I was a bit, not nervous, or I just wanted to be blown away, because there's not, for me, I'm listening to old shit that nobody else interested in anymore, but I don't find many new bands I like. So I got this new album, and again, was blown away. What makes them special is that they seem to be interested in many different kinds of styles of music. They're not only a progressive, whatever, rock band or a metal band. They have all kinds of influences. I know that, like Steve Wilson, he's into bands like the Carpenters, and he's into Vargas, and black metal and all kinds of stuff. And it's quite interesting to see what other bands are doing with that amount of influences. I think it's one of the very, very few bands that dare to do something different today.